Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about bread. Yes, as you can see here, we're going to be talking about bread. And the reason why I want to talk about bread is because the other day, let me tell you a little story. The other day, I was out by the pool, and I believe I mentioned it in my previous videos where I actually live. We're very lucky to have a swimming pool. So, and it's still open until this weekend. They're finally closing the pool for the season, right? But I was there talking to one of my neighbors the other day, and somehow, all conversations lead to food. So somehow we were just talking about, and then he started talking about bread, and he started mentioning about some bread that he gets in some other store, random store. So I asked him, I'm like, have you gone across the street again to talking about Lidl here, right? So I asked him, like, have you gone there? And he mentioned, yes, I gone once or twice. And I was like, well, what do you think of the bread? And he goes like, do they sell bread? I'm like, yes. So he had no idea that Lidl's actually has a whole fresh. It's not really a bakery, right? Because the reality is that they, I believe, they make the dough somewhere else, and then they bring the uncooked bread, and then they freshly bake it inside the store, which I think is great, right? I mean, if we're gonna be talking about supermarket bread, because let's be honest, this is a supermarket, it's not a gourmet shop or anything like that. But the great thing that they have, I mean, look at all this, and let me tell you, they have a lot more bread than this. So yeah, stay tuned, and we're gonna talk about the bread. So what I wanted to show you was all this amazing bread that they have. Look at this baguette. I mean, is crusty. I mean, I wish you can really hear this because it's crusty. And just so you know, all of the products, all of the bread, everything comes in paper bags. Their baguettes actually come already inside of a paper bag, so no one's touching the bread there, which I think is really great. Something that I don't see other supermarkets doing. Maybe I don't know, but Littles they do it. And for the other type of breads, I mean, you have to actually, pick them up and put them in a plastic bag. But I mean, a paper plastic bag. But you can actually put them in this type of bag, and it actually keeps fresh for, I would say, probably for 2 days. And this is one of the great things about Littles. This is bread. Look, does it have any additives and sugars? I'm sure it does. I'm not saying that this is completely organic or anything like that because to be honest, I don't even know myself. But at least I know that it's a bread that after 2, 3 days it goes hard. And you know what? And that is a good thing because that means that the bread is fresh. The last thing you want is to buy a loaf of bread and it's like 2 weeks later, that bread's still soft because that bread kind of makes me wonder. And that's the kind of bread I really don't want. And I do understand not everybody has the means or the money to buy expensive bread or anything like that. But if you have a little nearby, I will highly suggest for you to go and spend some time looking at the fresh bakery section because it is amazing. So this is the bread that I wanted to show you. So again, back to the baguette. This is the rustic baguette. They actually have, I think there's like 3 or 4 different types of baguette. They have the classic, my favorite, the rustic, and the French baguette. And they're about $1.99. So for $1.99, you get all of this. And if you go late in the afternoon, sometimes, not always, but sometimes they might have 2 baguettes for $3. So you get to save 50 cents on each, right? Another thing that you'll find there that is just so good is bagels. I mean, look at this. Look at this amazing everything bagel. Is crusty, is crispy. I mean, are bagels crusty or crispy? I don't know, doughy, whatever, but you could tell it's fresh. It smells good. You can smell the garlic. It has all the seasonings, the what's it called? Sesame seed, the poppy seeds, the garlic, the onion. They're so good. And the best part is that 79 cents. Yes, you heard me right. They're 79 cents. How amazing. They also have this gorgeous, these are dinner rolls. I call them dinner rolls. And you know what? Yesterday we had chicken soup. And whenever we had chicken soup, we like to have some bread, right? And so this is what we buy. And they're, I think these are 59 cents. I want to say. But you could, yeah, about 59 cents, something like that, or 50 cents, something like that. But yeah, and they're crispy. Look at this. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're so crusty. It's unbelievable. And if you save it for the next day, let's say, because there's a lot of bread, you don't want to eat this the same day, just pop it in the air fryer and it gets back to the crispy state. These are the apple fritters. They're delicious. You can smells like apple. It has some sort of glaze on top, and you can see like little bit chunks of apple. My husband loves this one. I also picked up this two mini croissants. They have like chocolate filling inside, and they have like little chocolate sprinkles on top. And again, they're crispy, they're fluffy, they're really nice, and they're only like 50. I think they're like 49 cents each. Now imagine if you have kids after school, maybe you want to have a little kids party, or maybe it's your Sunday brunch, right? Look at all the things that you can put out on a nice Sunday brunch. If you don't want to start getting all too fancy and you just want to make it quick, simple, and easy, you can pick up all this stuff from Littles. And imagine if you have kids that like to eat all this stuff. This would be great for children. Also, maybe you want to do an afternoon tea. Sometimes I do a little afternoon tea, and I like to put this on this place because the kids like it. I like it. And what else did I also get? Oh, yes. Look at this one. Look at this is a cronut. Look at this. Do you know, when I used to live in England, always used to hear of cronuts, but we didn't have them when I was there. We didn't have them then. But now that I'm here, now I see them everywhere, and they're good. I actually like them. It has nice. Look at all the sugar that it has. It's nice and fluffy. You can see all the layers here from the croissant, and they're just really nice. And these are 99 cents. Yes, you heard right, 99 cents a piece. Last time I was in New York, I think I saw them for $5. And of course, the ones in New York, they were a bit bigger, they were puffier. But come on, who's going to spend $5? I know I'm not going to spend $5 on a Corona when I can buy one for $1 or 99 cents. And I also have a pan de chocolat. Look at this. I might not be pronouncing, sorry if I'm butchering the word pan de chocolat, but you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, and it has the right amount of chocolate to sticks inside. You can see the layers of how they have actually done this. And my good old favorite. Now, this is the one of my favorite things to eat. Nothing beats, well, I love me a bagel. Growing up in New York, I mean, this is what I always had, especially on my way to work in the mornings. I always had a everything bagel. But these days, I don't want to have a bagel all the time. And maybe, eating this kind of stuff, by the way, for me, it's just a weekend thing. I cannot eat this during the week. I'm just a kind of coffee girl, and I'm on my way in the morning to work, to my desk. I work from home, so so my commute is not really long. But yeah, so on the weekends, why not? So I love to have a croissant from time to time. And again, look at this. The other day I went to other supermarkets. I won't mention it because this is a supermarket that I do like and I do enjoy going there. But they actually had the croissants in a pack of 4, and they were $7.99. And I'll be honest, those croissants, they look really good. They had like not a glaze, but they look very shiny. They look crispy. They look fluffy, very airy. You can see all the layers in the croissant. But guess what? So is this one. And this one was 79 cents. Okay, look at this croissant. Look how beautiful it looks. Okay, and if you wanted to get it even more crispier, pop it in the air fryer, never in the microwave. Or if you have a conventional oven, you can do that. But yeah, look at this. I mean, you can't go wrong, especially now with with what's going on in the world. Things are getting so expensive. People are not able to afford things anymore. But you still want to be able to enjoy yourself, right? You still want to be able to afford nice things, luxury at home. This is what it's all about, guys. Being able to get all of this in your house without breaking the bank. And I'm telling you right now, this cost me about, I would say, this is about $9, $10 probably. And I know some people say, well, $10 is still a lot of money. Well, it is. I mean, not everything's going to be cheap, but, imagine going out to a cafe. Oh, imagine going to Starbucks, right? Get yourself a coffee and a croissant. See how much you pay. So $9 doesn't look that bad, right? When you go to a local supermarket. And there's so many other things that you can do, right? You could just eat the bread in different ways. And I'm going to show you. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to start cutting in slices. This is kind of one of the ways I like to eat it. But again, there's so many different ways on how you can eat a baguette. You can make a nice sandwich. Sometimes I like to make I love tuna, so I like to make a tuna sandwich with this. And I mean, if you can hear how crispy or crusty, should I say, right? I think a baguette is not crispy, it's crusty. But one of the things that I really like doing is this. So I got a couple of pieces. I'm just going to put it here, and then I'm just going to move this away. You take a piece of baguette. I mean, you can dip it on anything, but I like to put some olive oil and put some herbs in it. One thing that I found at Lidl's that I think was so amazing, I want to show you is you know what? I just bought it. I've done this in the past, but I never seen it like this. This is some sort of like herb seasoning, and it has like Sicilian blend, Tuscan blend, Parmesan blend, and rosemary blend. Oh, rosemaria, yeah. So it's basically herbs with spices, seasoning, Parmesan cheese, and look how pretty this looks. This was $3.99, guys, and look how much you get. This is a whole ounce. This is a whole ounce is 28 grams. And look, you get all these different flavors. You can put some on some olive oil. This is just regular olive oil that I got from Costco's. And now you can start just dipping your bread, you know. I don't know if some people are into eating olive oil with bread and seasoning. It's something that I picked up years ago that I enjoy eating. Oh my God, this is so good. You can also eat your croissant on your bagel with anything. I personally like to go to Costco's and get this big jar of jam or jelly, right? Bon mame. I can't pronounce it. My French is bad. But, if you see this, you'll recognize the checker red and white lid. This is amazing, especially for the croissant in the morning. And also use whatever type of butter you like. Margarine, butter, whatever type of butter that you like. Just put it in your bread. So anyway, guys, this is just a quick and easy video that I just wanted to talk to you about some of the amazing things that you can get at Lidl's for under $10. Imagine you have friends coming over out of town. This is a good way to entertain now that the cold weather is coming. It's something that is cheap, economic, and you can pick it up. And not just from Lidl. Maybe you have your local supermarket and they have some amazing bread, Check it out. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.